Have a superstar in the making, in the building, because he just signed a major deal, and he also got a new hairstyle as well. So I want to welcome.
Is it that new? I feel like I've seen a picture of you.
It was new. Last time I saw you, it was not like that.
Nah, I was just back to black for like a day or two.
For a day. Okay, you had me fooled, because I would walk past you.
Yeah.
You know. So what's up with the blonde peroxide stuff? What's going on with that?
Nothing.
Have you welcomed him yet?
Okay,
Odunsi!
In the building.
Hey guys.
What's up?
I'm good.
You seem really quiet.
You
seem really quiet. Is this really you, or is it because it's so early in the morning?
Quiet.
You're quiet?
I'm not quiet. I'm just reserved. Like,
okay. So what makes you like come? What will make you come alive?
People, I guess. Conversations.
Okay, that's where I was going with this.
We better work hard.
So do we? Are we? What's the word? Do we intimidate you?
No, not at all.
Okay. Alright, so let's talk about the music. So a lot of the time when we look at the emerging artists of the like Afro pop genre from Nigeria, a lot of the time your name is mentioned. You know, New School, New Cats, yourself, Santi, etc., etc., etc. Personally, I love the song Jungle Fever. Three of you, Santi, and Janelle. Yes, that song is dope. So please just tell us about your sound first of all.
Well, there isn't. I don't think there's anything too new about it, but I would say that it's just basically like fusion of our influences.
I was gonna say that. Yeah, you can hear it.
So it's like we grew up in an era where there was a lot of access to information and music. So before us, maybe at a period, the music you heard was only the music that got to you. But we find like we can find any kind of music we want. So. And
what kind of music is that? What kind of music do you look to listen to?
Everything. We heard everything. We're like the first generation that we're able to hear everything on the same day as anybody else. So before when an album dropped,
you're really feeling yourself. How many times do you want to repeat this your generation? What is your generation?
You're from the generation.
I'm not. I'm older than you. I'm from the next generation.
It doesn't matter. You were able to access songs at the same time. You're still able to.
So what are these influences? Give me some names. Drop some names.
There's a lot.
Okay, when you were growing up.
Okay, so it was a lot of R&B. So Kid Sweat, Donald Jones.
So you're like a 90s baby, right?
Yeah.
So I listened to that. I thought you wouldn't have listened to all of that, really. I thought you'd be more the 2000s, I assumed.
The thing about it is, most of us, the reason why music sounds like this is because we are like just the rebirth of that era.
True.
Yeah, so the style, the music, our videos, it's just how it is. Like, life is a cycle, so nothing is new. It just goes round and round and round.
So you're like in that kind of Donald Jones music, soul child kind of vibe.
Yeah, it's just music with soul. Like it's not just on the surface.
Yeah,
even if we're not saying anything important, you can hear like the soul in it.
All right.
I don't feel like we can box you because I've heard a lot of your features. You're on a lot of songs.
Yeah.
And you know, there's R&B.
Yeah.
There's the Afro pop sound.
Yeah.
Then there's like UK sound.
Yeah.
Then there's like American R&B. It's just a lot. Wow. So do you feel like you have to box yourself, or are you enjoying experimenting?
I enjoy experimenting. Okay. I feel like just for conversations, people need like some references. So that's why there are some titles and some things.
I see. I mean, I'm going to say something to you now. I don't want to go to your head. But I see like a Raphael Sadiq kind of vibe. I don't know. Are you feeling that?
Tony Tetuela.
Yeah.
Well, like I like Tony Tetuela a lot. Like
but Raphael Sadiq from 2020, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So tell us about you now. You got a big deal. Give us a little brief history of how you got started on a musical journey.
So I started a professional musical career last year, January. So by releasing a song online called Vibrate. So that was like January last year.
So you've done all this in 1 year? Are you were you existing before under another name? Don't lie.
I was just always Odunsi, but I was producing.
I'm joking.
I was making beats.
So you're a producer too.
Yeah.
What songs have you produced, and do you produce for other people?
Yeah, like I said before last year, when I started my recording artist career last year. Before then, I was just making beats, and the first person that I really worked with was Santi. So I was working with him on his last project, Susie's Funeral.
Okay.
And yeah, in between that time, I was practicing, just trying out stuff, and I recorded my first song in January.
Wow, this year.
First song in January.
Last year.
Wow.
Where did you guys all meet? Because you guys have a really good chemistry. You, Santi.
I like Santi a lot, actually.
Where did you guys meet?
Santi was online. I think he was looking for a producer, and someone like recommended me to him. So we would just used to talk on Twitter, and I would send him emails. And before that, I would send people beats, but they would always tell me, oh, they want something like whatever song was hot at that period. And that would be.
They wanted you to copy it, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so but Santi was just easy to work with. Anything I sent, he just was like, yeah, I like this, and
cool.
He would try it.
Yeah. Something. So I don't know if anyone's ever said this to you, but the synergy, the chemistry between you three, it kind of reminds me of that song "Crew." You know, "Crew" by those three guys.
Gold Link, yeah.
Gold Link, Brent Fayez, Shag Lizzy. You guys just remind me of that.
Yeah,
so much.
Like I said, we're all going to meet in the middle, because also the same thing that's happening here is happening over there in the UK and the US. It's like there's just a new breed of artists that they just heard too much music to be able to make only one kind. So,
but doesn't that have a problem though, in terms of you finding your own sound? When you become too much of a chameleon, when you can flip it different, on different genres, it can confuse your public. Or do you think it is a gift and a curse?
Yeah, it's both.
Yeah.
But like I feel like with every artist, you're never in your final form. So as you grow, yeah, you get into whatever you're supposed to, and whatever you're supposed to is never even what you're supposed to, because you might still get out of it and come back into something else. So.
All right. So how would you describe? What would you call your music? Give it a name if you can. What do you play? What music do you make? If you're asked just to, in very few words, just say, or 3 words, what kind of music do you make?
I really don't know at this moment, but in terms of sound, like in sonics, it's like the closest thing to describe it as is like Afrofusion.
Okay.
I like that.
That works.
That makes sense.
All right.
You have some tweets here for you. I've got a message from @boy_sizzle. I adore you and I listen to your genre a lot. Not just because we're age mates, but because of your versatility. I really need a tip on succeeding in your genre.
And this is from who?
@boy_sizzle.
Yeah, you want to give a tip? Yeah, I mean, you're a bit too young to give him tips.
Yeah.
After just over 1 year.
Tips? I don't know.
I think he still admires where you are. You still have to count.
You want to give a tip?
Count your
steps.
You're still doing very well.
Tell Boy Sizzle.
I mean, like, for now, the only thing I could tell anyone is to just be unique. Like, it's not by force to be different, but if you find something different about yourself, capitalize on it and just keep moving with it. You keep on getting like an upgrade of yourself, and before you know it, like, you just stand out from everyone else.
So, Mr. New Generation, what do you like about? Are there any artists that inspire you now in the Nigerian music market?
I get inspired by anything, to be honest. Like, I like most of the pop songs this year, where I enjoyed most of them. So,
you want to name a few for the fans?
The artist or something.
Artist.
Are you sure you're just 21? You behave like an old man, doesn't he?
You got an old soul.
An old soul.
Well, we have a lot of wisdom. It's good.
Well, for artists like David, Standard, Wizkid, Techno, Kiss Daniel, I like Terry Akbala a lot.
Yeah.
Who would you like to work, out of all of them, who would you like to work with most?
David. I like to work with David.
Okay.
I like to just have a conversation with Wiz. I like to work with David.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
So you got a record deal now. So you want to tell us about that? I mean, who you signed to?
So I have a singles deal with Universal Music Group.
Okay.
So they have their branch. They have like different units. So the unit in Nigeria just kicked off, and I'm the first.
You're the first. You're the prototype, right?
Yay! How does it feel? You're happy? You were trying to hide it. You're smiling. For those of you that can't see, he's got this big old smile.
Was it a big fat check? How many zeros were in the check?
See,
that got you excited, Daisy.
Nah, there's
a lot of zeros, right?
Nah,
more than 6, more than 7.
No checks yet. No checks yet.
All right, so are we gonna see something new from you? I mean, is it only a single? What about an album? What's going on with that?
So how it's going is because of the nature of deals, and because generally an artist like myself should be very independent because of how much control.
Yeah, you want.
I want. So we're moving with levels.
One step at a time.
Yeah.
Okay, so a single first, and maybe an album later.
Yeah.
In
So
the year.
hopefully it grows into
next year.
Yeah, it grows into something. I might. If the collaboration works well, I might be able to get an imprint.
Would you be pressurized? Because you see, when much is given, much is expected. In terms of you're the first, so would you be? There would be a lot of pressure from the label as well for you to go to more mainstream route. You know what I'm saying? In terms of because I know someone like Universal now, they don't play. Yeah. They come with a little muscle. There's a machinery that's involved, and that machinery will expect some results and returns in terms of sales. So would you, under pressure, maybe you might say, okay, my music is a bit too eclectic. Maybe I might want to do something more towards what David or Wizkid is doing.
Yeah, I feel like the pressure I have felt hasn't even been like musical per se. I feel it's been more like everyone knows my capabilities. Not everyone, but the people that know me or have heard of me know that, okay, yeah, this person is being recognized for their ability to make like music, like
real music.
Yeah, but like then what is next? So it's like, are you going to break out, or you're just going to be one of those guys that are like, had it been, there was a better system, blah blah. So it's like that's more of the pressure I'm feeling.
Because you have no excuse right now, because you got a perfect structure behind you.
Yeah. So it's just the main thing for me is to look for ways we could push it that it's never been pushed before. Maybe people were doing the same thing, and that's why people weren't able to break out. So that's the main pressure right now.
Why the engine? I mean, I don't understand. Is it that you're a mechanic? Were you trying to be a mechanic before?
He's got the brain power. His brain is the engine.
Are you a field mechanic?
He's powerful.
Nah, it's just some corny. There's no special story. I was in high school, and some of my friends used to call me that because after lectures, like at night, I would be on my laptop, because we used to have this mini laptops.
Yeah, so you'd be working on the music.
Yeah, and because after school I don't have any time to do that, and I'll have to wake up really early. I'll sleep for 30 minutes or an hour, and they'll just tease me about it. So I made it my BBM name one time.
Okay.
That was even before I started doing music.
Okay.
So now it's paid off, huh?
It just stayed together.
Okay. All right, you're not going to tell us how much you signed for, but I'm sure it was a nice, hefty sum. All right, so plans for
Look at how he's smiling. So do we refer to you as Odunsi or Odunsi the Engine?
I do both.
What is your official name and signed under your record label?
Odunsi bracket the Engine.
Okay, so should I call you Odunsi bracket the Engine?
No, you can call me Odunsi, or you can call me the Engine, or you can call me Odunsi the Engine.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, what does your girlfriend call you?
I don't have a girlfriend. Oh my god.
You have a few girl hyphen friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think a lot of girls would be afraid to come near you now with a name like the Engine. I'm not sure if they want to accept you.
I don't know what you mean by that. Explain for someone like me who has a pure mind.
No idea.
Someone like me who has a pure mind. What are you talking about?
Keep it like a drift.
I just want to know what you're talking about.
Odunsi understood.
Odunsi, what's he talking about?
You have no idea.
I'm as confused as you.
Okay then, at least you're the only one here then.
Yeah. All right, you want to say something to family, friends, and fans out there? To the single is out in the morning. We're about to drop it right now. What is it all about?
Yeah, in the morning. This is my first single with Universal.
Right.
I made it about exactly a year ago actually, and it's basically something I wanted to do. I always wanted to recreate that sound from the era of Wayne Wonder, Sean Paul, Breaking Lace.
Okay.
So yeah, that nostalgic feeling.
You have that feeling for that kind of vibe.
Yeah, I wanted to do it, and I was planning to drop it during summer because I just projected that the sound would probably come back, but like due to some things, it couldn't come up. But it still sounds fresh.
How does it work for you? Melody or lyrics first? Which one leads the way?
It depends. Sometimes I see something like conversation. Basically, conversations are what motivate my songwriting. So if I see something on Twitter, or I talk to a girl, or I talk to a guy, and they say some things, I just put
the phrase down.
Down in my notes, and I just build from it.
And you build the music around it.
Yeah, but a lot of times it's melody first.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So what's In the Morning about?
It's about I think generally on the surface it's about a one night stand.
I see.
But on a deeper level.
Odunsi, you're naughty, aren't you? You seem like a naughty boy.
On a deeper level, it's about like just being unable to love. Okay. Being scared.
I thought you were a good boy, so you've just been having one night stands up and down. Is that what you're telling us?
I mean, people, it's like creating a movie. Like actresses and actors aren't necessarily living a life.
Exactly. It's just for the art.
Interesting.
For the sake of the art. Lucy would love it. Thank you for that. Shout out to everybody out there. Go ahead, my man.
Well, shout out to the producers, DOZ, Higo. Shout out to Santi, my whole team, Monster Boy crew. Yeah. Shout out to LOS, and every new person just generally pushing it. It's not really been easy, but we're getting somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Alyssa, VTFM.
And don't forget, when Santi comes in, is he in town yet?
Yeah, he's back this week.
Okay, when he comes in, bring him in as well, because we want to vibe with him as well.
Definitely.
All right, brand spanking new, dropped by Universal Music Group. Odunsi the Engine, the first signing right here in Nigeria. Enjoy In the Morning, brand new.